Hello everybody, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening depending on where you are in this amazing world. My name is Donovan Jolly, and welcome everybody once again for another amazing video of DIY investing. For today's video, we're going to be diving back into the XRP price chart, and I'm going to be sharing with you guys exactly why I believe that a 10x is very much on the table over these next couple months. As we know, XRP has been a laggard in all of the cycles, all the way dating back to 2015 and even 2013 when it was launched. This is a crypto with more adoption than about 90% of the market inside of crypto. Many big banks are partnered with them. Over hundreds of banks are partnered with them. And these guys have oftentimes been overlooked because of the lawsuit. I truly believe that the lawsuit was nothing more than a cash grab for people to actually accumulate more XRP before ultimately this thing gets sent to new all-time highs, which my price target has always been mid $20. So let's dive into this chart. I'm going to share with you guys exactly why I believe that a big explosion is on the way for XRP and how we can go about making the most money profitable when it takes place. If you're new and just finding this channel, always remember to do me a favor by leaving a like, comment, and subscribing to this channel for more updates. Always remember to click that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of these amazing videos like the one provided for you here. And make sure you guys sign up and join the Discord server of over 20,000 members and growing. Links are provided for you in the description for the people that want to sign up, join the community, and share your own thoughts on the market. On top of that, if you're new, just getting in here, and maybe you want to learn a little bit extra, study some more educational content, I have a free ebook that you guys can also download that I know is going to help you out tremendously. So check it out. Links are provided for you in the description. And with all that being said, guys, let's jump right into this amazing video today. Alrighty guys, so we're going to dive right into the price chart of XRP, share with you guys some thoughts and perspectives that I'm having. Guys, nothing really has changed since my last update. What I shared with you guys in that last update was just that I expect XRP to be creating one of the more bullish chart setups that you can actually have, being the stacking one waves. In our last video, what we talked about was how this wave right here, this big impulse from about 17 cents all the way up here to $2 and back down to about 50 cents, we originally were looking at this being somewhat of a three wave, right? Because we always have three impulse waves in every one wave and three wave and five wave. There's always three sets of three. Remember that. So this was wave one, this was wave three, and this was wave five, right? So there was three sets of three. Ignore this green line for a second. We'll talk about that in a minute. But then what we see here is once again, another set of impulse waves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Another three set of waves. Now, this typically would have been a three wave, right? After three sets of three, specifically inside of this original one wave, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C, we would expect that the next impulse would be wave 3 and a new set of three impulse waves. But the problem that we ended up having was the fact that we ended up crossing back below the previous high of the one wave, which basically means that this three wave was invalidated. It couldn't happen because you can't have wave 3 intersect back within the range of wave 1. It has to hold a higher high. So if we would have held support about right here on this original wick, you know, that definitely could have been a three wave, but we would have had to start getting continuation after that point. The fact that we sold off, we went back down here in the means of wave 1, that invalidates that entire scenario. And so what that basically means is that this entire move from, 10 cents to $1 back down to 17 cents was wave 1, and we're merely working on wave 3. That means that this entire move that we just saw here from 17 cents to $2 and back down was only a sub-wave of wave 3. So this is wave 1 of 3. We're going to still have to get wave 3 of 3, and then we'll have to get wave 5 of 3. And then that's only going to complete wave 3. We'll get a 4-wave correction, and then we still have another final 5 waves still to go, right? And so what this really tells me is that XRP still has a lot more upside to go, which, guys, isn't very crazy to think about. We've seen a lot of coins really take off. There's been a number of different cryptos that have performed exceptionally well, far better than XRP has this cycle. But the thing that I want you guys to really pay attention for is the fact that this was the exact same thing that happened back in the last cycle. XRP lagged. It did nothing for so long. It just went sideways. Everybody was joking joking about it, calling it a scam, calling it a stable coin because it just went sideways. And then all of a sudden, within 7 months of the end of the bull market, it outperformed everything and was actually the best performing altcoin in that cycle. And so this is really the same sort of things that we're watching for once again. Now, do I think that XRP is going to be the best performing altcoin this cycle? No, I don't. And the main reason is just because there's way more market cap inside of XRP. So to get XRP to perform 1000x, it's not very realistic to happen in this cycle. Do I still think that it can be one of the greatest performing major altcoins? Yes, that's actually what I'm still sticking to. This thing could still outperform Ethereum. It could still outperform a lot of these other high cap cryptos that have done very, very well, like Monero, some of these other ones that have already started to break those all-time highs. But the thing that I want you guys to understand here is where XRP is sitting right now is only the stacking one waves. We covered this. I'm not going to get into too much detail with this, but this is literally one of the most bullish setups that we could possibly have. This is wave 1 of 1, and this is wave 1 of 3. So we're just barely at the beginning of wave 3, right? We only had our first impulse in that move. What is coming next is going to be wave 3 of 3, which, guys, 3 waves are oftentimes the biggest, the most impulsive, the most amount of volume comes in, the highest percent returns are made in wave 3. These are all different factors that categorize a wave 3 from the rest of the other waves. And the fact is, we're getting ready for wave 3 of 3. So not only is the 3 wave going to be the biggest, but now we're getting ready for the sub 3 of that wave 3, which is going to be huge. This thing could just immediately pop up, get big, big green candles like we saw here, and we could get 5 in a row. And all of a sudden, you blink and XRP is past those all-time highs. This is the way that we've been expecting to see the markets behave, which, I mean, if you guys look at a number of these different altcoin charts, pretty much what happens is they go sideways for a long time. They finally make a couple higher highs. Usually they're not breaking their all-time highs, but they're kind of just stagnating around, not doing a whole lot. And then all of a sudden, once that wave 3 kicks in, they're just immediately going into price discovery, breaking new all-time highs, going up 10, 20, 50x and more. And the people that, were hesitant on getting in simply just miss out. And the same thing is going to happen with XRP, guys. This is something that I'm very confident in saying, because when you really take the time to analyze the cycle, let's actually drive it out to the bigger time frames on the log chart. When you actually take the time to analyze the cycle, I mean, is there really any doubt in your guys' mind that this is just nothing but a big long-term accumulation? This is a massive rounded bottom formation that we're actually seeing right here. We can see that during the bear market, obviously lower lows, lower highs, all the way until March of 2020. We get that massive panic all the way back down to, about 10 cents approximately, give or take a couple cents. And then that's what started the bull run. And so really all we've had from this point is a wave 1, and we're still working on wave 3, right? And so this move is only wave 1 of 3. We're going to need wave 3 of 3, and then we're going to need wave 5 of 3. And so to be quite honest, guys, we could very easily see XRP somewhere around $10, before this impulse is even done. Before wave 3 is done, we could be sitting at $9 to $12 approximately before we get any type of major correction. And so where we're sitting at right now, a lot of people are going to be watching this saying, oh man, this guy's an idiot. He has no idea what he's talking about. But I'm telling you guys, I've made a lot of money off I've made a lot of money off of trading stacking one waves inside of this cycle. There's been a number of altcoins that I've traded that I've made over 40x returns off of just following this one chart pattern. And now, even though I'm not necessarily expecting the same type of a move of 40x in one big swoop, the thing is it's not that far off with XRP. Where we're sitting at today, if we were to jump up to $10, you're looking at a 13x return. For a high cap, that's still a very, very huge return. And so you guys shouldn't underestimate the power of when a market goes parabolic, because I've seen it happen. I've done it myself in this cycle many times. I thought to myself, man, there's no way it's just going to shoot up 20x. And then sure enough, it goes up 40x. And you're sitting there like, man, I really wish I would have bought that. The markets are going to surprise you, because the thing at the end of the day, there's more money available to be jumped into these markets than ever before. Keep in mind that, yes, we do have the lawsuit with XRP. It is not listed on some of the major exchanges for the U.S. citizens. But guys, I mean, the thing is most of the money traded in XRP isn't even in America anyways. 90% of it's overseas. And that's where the real money is, guys. China, these other countries that don't have the same regulations, don't have the same scrutiny behind them as America, these are the places where a lot of money is going to flood into this. And the thing is, guys, there's plenty of money all around the world. And the people that are actually creating enough, the people that are actually, creating these pumps, they have multi-millions and billions of dollars, right? These are the people that actually make the pumps. And at the end of the day, you know, it really isn't that unheard of to see these markets all of a sudden just skyrocket, even with all of the scrutiny behind this lawsuit. I've been a very big believer from day one since the lawsuit happened that it was bullcrap. You should ignore it. Don't even think about it because it doesn't matter at all in the grand scheme of things. And the price literally went up pretty much instantly from that lawsuit. And it went up a lot. I mean, if you would have bought the lows, it went up almost 10x from that lawsuit. And so to say that this lawsuit holds any weight is obviously bullcrap because the price went up 10x right after. So if it was holding any sort of weight, why would the price go up? Surely the price would go down, right? I mean, that's just a dumb theory. I think everybody's thesis about this lawsuit meaning something is just crap and it doesn't actually mean anything, which is why we need to focus on the fact that what we're seeing right now from XRP is a very bullish chart setup, a very bullish technical setup based off of Elliott wave theory. And what we can see here is a massive amount of accumulation, right? We went all the way throughout this period, about 2 years of a bear market. Then we've only done higher highs and higher lows. At the end of the day, guys, XRP is right below those all-time highs. And we're doing nothing besides making higher highs and higher lows, getting more and more parabolic. And so if this is wave 1 and this is wave 1 of 3, we still need wave 3 of 3 and wave 5 of 3. Get a little bit of a correction here. And then we'll get one more blow off top to close out the end of the year. Now, obviously, I'm not going to draw and say that I think it's going to go to 60 bucks because I don't. But my target's been $28. I still think that that's very much on the table. Yes, it would require a ton of market cap for XRP. But at the end of the day, guys, XRP is one of the most fundamentally strong projects out there. Yes, the lawsuit dampened some things. But at the end of the day, I mean, not really. It just sold off a little bit extra than it normally would have. It was going to pull back here regardless. It wouldn't have gone this low if there wasn't the lawsuit, but the fact is, guys, it's done nothing but go up since that point. And so what that tells me is that those people that have been buying XRP are still buying it. I mean, yes, there's a few less Americans that are able to buy it, but I mean, at the end of the day, if you're really an XRP supporter, you can go make an account with virtually any exchange and go buy XRP. You just can't connect your bank directly to that purchase, right? And so it really didn't even do anything. Nothing changes. The same people that have been able to buy XRP that no longer can still buy XRP. It's just going to take one extra step. They might have to, buy USDC on Coinbase, transfer that over to an exchange that allows it, and then buy XRP. Is it really that big of a deal? No. Logically, there's no logic that actually is put in with this thought process that somehow this lawsuit means something. There's literally no logic. It's just people that are overly emotional, don't understand how crypto works, haven't been here for a few cycles. I watched Bitcoin get banned by China in 2017. Everybody freaked out. Oh, it's the end of the world. And that was actually just a great buying opportunity before Bitcoin went from $900 to $3,000. So at the end of the day, these types of events happen, and it's always designed to shake you out of your money, to always designed to basically make you sell your money to the people that actually want to accumulate large amounts of it, smart money. Is it coincidence that the guy who filed the lawsuit in the SEC filed it on his last day before leaving that position? Come on, guys. I mean, you have to use your brain with this stuff. And at the end of the day, most people aren't using their brains. And it's kind of silly to me that people are still talking about this lawsuit. So I just wanted to cover up some thoughts with that. What I see right now is the next move for XRP is going to be taking us past all-time highs. I expect that we could be rallying upwards of, $6, get a pullback to those all-time highs, and then get one more push upwards of 10K or $10. I honestly think that this 3-wave could take us to about $10. That's going to be my target for wave 3. After that, we would expect to see some type of a pullback. Maybe we come back down to that all-time high again. But regardless, it's going to still take us for one more high. Hopefully that equals my target of $28. If it hits $20, I win a bet. If it breaks all-time highs, I win 10 grand from another bet. We'll see if these people actually pay. But at the end of the day, I'm very confident with XRP. I wouldn't put $20,000 worth of a bet between two different people if I didn't strongly believe that the use case and the fundamental case of XRP is strong, stronger than it's ever been before. And at the end of the day, there's so much FUD. But what I personally did when all of that FUD happened was I loaded up and put a whole Bitcoin in XRP at 23 cents. I've only ever performed my Bitcoin from that point, and so it's been a very good investment for me to do so. At the end of the day, we very rarely get these major opportunities, these black swan events. In March, Bitcoin tanked from, 8K approximately all the way down to $3,800. Most people were too scared to buy that. It happened to be the greatest buying opportunity, the greatest shakeout in Bitcoin's history. The people that bought it made a ton of money. And the same goes across the board. I mean, the lawsuit is very much the same thing. It's a black swan event. Nobody expects it coming. When it happens, everybody freaks out, massive amounts of panic. And then what happens? Well, the price immediately goes back up again because the people that can be patient, the people that can ignore their emotions, even though they feel fearful, or the people that just have simply been around the cycles to see these same events happen over and over again, they don't care. And I'll be honest, guys, during this point, I was scared. When I put a whole Bitcoin in XRP, I didn't want to necessarily. Like, my gut was like, oh, don't do that, man. What are you doing? This is scary. You could lose everything. But logically, when I really took the time to just think about it from a straightforward perspective, nothing changed in XRP. Yes, the lawsuit happened, but like I said, the majority of the XRP volume, over 90% of it, is overseas anyways. So did it really make that big of a difference? Emotionally, I was distraught. Emotionally, I just, lost a ton of money that I didn't take profits on up here that I could have. And all of these factors really go into your overall decision making. And that's why being a trader, being an investor, you have to learn how to cut out those emotions, because in a crypto cycle especially, not just stocks, not just whatever, in a crypto cycle, these are very volatile assets. You're going to have so many emotional swings unless you learn how to manage that. And at the end of the day, guys, in the last cycle, I didn't know how to manage that. I was learning how, but at the end of the day, I made so many mistakes. I remember buying a coin at the low, watching it pump up, and then I don't take any profits. It goes below my entry, and then I panic, sell the bottom. I have done that multiple times, and I know you guys have done the same thing. Chances are you guys have still been doing these mistakes because a lot of you guys watch my channel, and the majority of you have no idea what you're doing. That's no knock on you. It's just, at the end of the day, guys, most of us don't know what we're doing. And the only reason I feel pretty confident about my plan is simply because of the 4-year cycles. I mean, if there wasn't that much data to prove to me that these cycles follow these specific time frames, and as long as I just stick to those time frames, I'm going to outperform 90% of the market. It really takes out the emotion because you just know what your plan is. You're just sticking to your plan. You can ride the corrections. You can be patient in those corrections because if it's not around that same time frame that you're expecting, you know that it's simply just a pullback. And with XRP, guys, fundamentally, nothing has changed. Technically, this is one of the most bullish setups, and when it comes to a major altcoin pair, being a high cap crypto, I don't think that you're going to find a better risk to reward. It's still down here at the lows. We're just going to be starting this new uptrend back up. But I honestly think that these same type of green candles that we saw here, and even this one right here, it's going to get dwarfed in comparison to the size of green candles that we see all the way up through here. And so I really think that we should just be paying attention to that. Ignore all of the emotional side of things. Ignore the lawsuit. Ignore all of these little details and factors that we simply can't predict, and focus on the technical aspect of things. And what the technicals show is that XRP is one of the most undervalued high cap cryptos. Fundamentally, it's only grown stronger over the last 4 years. There's more bank partnerships. I think it's over 450 major banks are using XRP and have partnered with XRP. When all of these factors combine, once the real hype sets in, which we're seeing right now, tons of retail is going to be coming into this market. Will be the blow off top. And this is the golden opportunity that we have to accumulate low leverage longs or just have some spot buys. I mean, a lot of you guys have already been buying throughout this period. I'm not buying XRP anymore. But I'm looking forward to when this thing breaks all-time highs and I can start taking some of those long-term profits. Because, guys, I fully expect that in the same way that XRP lagged in 2017, where it literally did nothing for a year straight, nothing at all, just sideways. And then one day out of the blue, it just explodes in value. I truly believe that the same thing is going to happen. Do I think that it's going to be quite as severe as that one? Well, no, I don't, because at the end of the day, there's way more market cap in here. But I mean, 28 bucks is still clear up here, guys. I mean, I don't think that that's unrealistic in the slightest. Like, this is generally how a cycle will look. And you guys can go back, look through the history of Bitcoin, look at all of those cycles that it's had. XRP follows and actually has outperformed early day Bitcoin. All of the altcoins have, because there's simply more money, more infrastructure, more on-ramps for people to actually go about putting their money into these markets. And so I just truly believe that gives XRP an even greater opportunity of outperformance this cycle. At the end of the day, guys, it's smart money that drives price. And once the higher highs have been set in like we're at right now, this has all been smart money. This has all been smart money accumulating. Now we're about to see retail money start to jump into the market. We're going to see the news outlets cover this. We're going to see billionaire people talking about it, shilling it on their social medias. You know, whatever it is, we're going to be seeing this stuff in the same way that we saw it in 2017. And so we should fully expect that the next move for XRP is going to be a big one. Now, let's get into the shorter time frames. Let's just take a look here. At the end of the day, when we take a look at XRP, we have made a successful higher high thus far. You know, as long as support holds about where we're at, this is a higher high. This to me looks like a good opportunity for, you know, low leverage longs, because this next move will most likely be taking us upwards of $1 all the way back up to the top of this resistance. That's personally what I'm watching out for with XRP, because at the end of the day, when we take a time to analyze, you know, the technical, this itself is just your classic example of a big ABC correction. A, B, C, right? Now, what do you see in every single C leg? How do we know that it's complete? 5 impulse waves. There's 1, there's 3, and then there was 5, right? So we've already had our 5 impulse waves back down. We have finished this correction. Now that we've made a successful higher high, assuming that support holds at 70 cents, this thing is literally at the golden opportunity before we really start to see things take off. You know, things have been kind of slow up to this point. You know, XRP's taken a long time to do anything, but I like to remind you guys that the same thing happened in 2017. So at the end of the day, this has been a video to merely just console you guys, simplify some thoughts, help you guys think things through a little bit more logically, because I still see the same FUD, the fear arguments brought up, and it literally just makes no sense to me. And I'm still wondering why people are so worried about this when at the end of the day, we have stacking one waves. How much more bullish can you possibly get than stacking one waves? Telling you, as somebody who's made a ton of money off of this exact same technical setup, all of you XRP holders are about to be very, very happy when this thing actually continues to break up. Because at the end of the day, guys, this is the part where it really takes off. This is the part where we're going to see a ton of new money coming into the market, much more than we've seen up to this point, which may be hard to believe. But as somebody who's been through the cycles, as somebody who knew what the last cycle looked like from beginning to end, we haven't seen anything quite yet. We've seen a lot of altcoins take off, but that was mainly altcoins that had lesser market cap, so it's much easier for those things to take off. Now we're about to see the real high caps take off, which is going to be the most fun part of the cycle, because not only are the high caps taking off, but all of our other altcoins that are even lesser than that are going to be taking off even more. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you found value in this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on any of these amazing videos. Hit that notification bell as well. On top of that, if you guys want to download my ebook or join my free Discord, links are going to be provided for you in the description for that. If you guys want to sign up for my video course, or you guys would like to join my signals and copy those trades that I take over this cycle, lots of good ones have been profiting inside of there, so I'd really recommend checking that out. Links are also provided for you in the description for that to go to my website. Now, with that being said, guys, thank you all so much for the support. Thank you guys so much for watching these videos. XRP community, I know how tough this market's been. The cycle is always tough for XRP community, but at the end of the day, we are destined to see this thing shine in a way that in my opinion, outperforms a lot of the other high caps that we've been watching. These communities talk crap about us for a long time. Now we're going to finally be able to get our little bit of taste of revenge. So thank you guys for watching this video. And with all that being said, I will catch you in the next one. As always, peace out.